Okay, so we talked about aperture. Now we're going to talk about shutter speed. So as you know, shutter speed is the actual speed in which the shutter passes the sensor or the film. If you want to stop some motion, you want to make things freeze in place, you want to use a really fast shutter speed, like 1/1000th of a second, for example. If you want to show some motion, you want to slow things down, maybe you want to see a runner run past and you want to see that actual motion of them running past, then you're going to want a slower shutter speed, like a second, for example. So it's literally just the amount of time that your shutter is open. So this one's a little less like convoluted and the numbers and everything. You just have the seconds or fractions of a second that denote your shutter speed value. You can make a lot of creative decisions using your shutter speed, and you can also help combat some difficult lighting situations. So if you're in a dark space and your lens only goes to f4, for example, so not quite wide enough to bring in a lot of light in a dark space, you can slow down your shutter speed, which will allow for more time for that light to come in and hit the sensor or the film. And like I said, it also helps with creative decisions like stopping motion or showing motion. So I want you to go through and read about the different ways that you can interact with your shutter speed. And we also have something called the reciprocal rule, which I want you to go through. I don't like the word rule, but we're going to use it because that's what it's called. So read through it, and it's a good way to help you to understand, like, if you're not sure which shutter speed you should be using in a certain situation to minimize motion blur. The reciprocal rule kind of gives you a guideline on how to start making that choice based on your lens. So go through that, read through that, and then we're going to look at your ISO. All right, here we go.